Hey, what's going on, everybody? Brady here with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today we're going to talk about Tag Team Arena. It was just released a couple of days ago. And there's a couple of interesting points that I want to talk about, and then we're going to go ahead and do my first 5 battles. So, first thing I want to talk about is each tag team fight consists of a series of 3 battles. The first player to win 2 battles wins the series, so be sure to put your strongest foot forward. Meaning, if you don't have 3 strong teams, don't try to spread yourself thin to where you're losing the last 2 battles because you're trying to win all 3 of them. Obviously, you want to win all 3. But if you don't have a strong roster, I would invest in 2 very strong teams so that way you can win the actual series and try to climb that way. Because if you don't have 3 strong teams, spreading all those characters across 3 different teams could be bad for you because there's a chance that you could end up losing more than you're winning. But if you make 2 strong teams and you're at least winning the series, you could end up climbing that way. Now, seeing as how I haven't done any battles yet, this is how I think it's going to work. Going forward, as I do battles, I might change my advice on this. But for now, I strongly recommend having 2 very strong teams and working on your 3rd team, like I said, if you don't have a strong roster to begin with. So in Tag Arena, each battle won or lost in the series decides how many Tag Arena points you will get at the end. So you'll want to win all 3 battles to guarantee a steady point gain. So this is what I was saying. Losing that 1 battle is technically going to be bad for you. But if you spread yourself thin and you're losing 2 battles, it's definitely worse. So make sure that you're making each team that you are making strong. So Tag Arena tier placement. One thing I want to cover here is there's no upper limit to the points a player can earn in each tier. So only the best performing players, which means a small percentage of players with the most points will get promoted. The motion works the same way. Instead of being instantaneous as soon as you earn enough points, promotion or the motion in Tag Arena will only happen at a set time, which is Monday, 6 UTC. Everyone restarts with 1,000 Tag Arena points in their respective tier after the actual tier placement. Tag Team Arena tokens, they don't regenerate on an hourly basis like classic Arena tokens do, but you are able to refresh them. It looks here that the first refresh is 15 gems, which honestly isn't that bad. Might go ahead and do the reset here so that way we can see what the next one costs. Alright, so we kind of talked about what it's all about. Now, at the end of, this is kind of like a test period for them. At the end of this test period, we're going to be getting a bazaar. A bazaar is going to be a shop where you can purchase things with the points that you earn from Tag Team Arena. It's not out now, but when it does come out, it's going to be very, very nice. I'm actually very excited about this bazaar because I've been asked, myself and the other content creators have been asking for an arena shop for so long that I really hope that they do a good job with it. And I don't mind waiting a little bit longer just to make sure that it's good. So at the end of this test period, or whatever Plarium is actually calling it, there's going to be rewards based on what tier you placed. So in Gold 4, if you finish in Gold 4, you're going to get 6 Legendary Artifacts Deflection. So you're pretty much going to get a Legendary Swift Parry and Legendary Deflection set 6-star, 10 mil silver, some chickens, and some Legendary books. The one thing that I'm going to complain about is, I mean, we're getting 6 rank 3 chickens, 4 rank 4 chickens. This is really weird here. I wish that they would just give you enough food to make a 6-star, but whatever, it doesn't really matter. I am overall happy with the rewards, and I think that they're pretty good. Now, that is as long as this test period doesn't take like 3 months. If this is what I'm getting after 3 months, I'm not going to be very happy. So what I'm thinking here is that this is going to be like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe a month, right? And then we get these rewards and then we start with the shop and everything. If that's not the case, I'm going to be very disappointed. Overall though, pretty cool rewards. Other tiers have obviously worse rewards, but it seems that all the gold tiers get pretty nice rewards. Alright, so we can go ahead and take a look at some of my teams now. I don't have it fully set up the way I would actually 100% want. So my first team, that's like kind of my main team that I already use. My second team has Shazar as lead and then Lissandra. I have Tormund and My Salad over here, But I really think that I'm going to want to put my salad with Solus. But I didn't build Solus for damage yet. So these are my 3 teams now. I do have to work on them and tune them up a little bit. But I kind of want to see how everything works with this whole tag team arena and what is worth fully investing in, booking, and all that good stuff. I'm going to go ahead and do some of these battles. Okay, so these are the teams that I'm going to use on offense as well. Obviously, I'm going against some bronze teams here, so I'm probably going to win pretty easily. At least I'm expecting to. Who knows? I could get surprised. I could get surprised. I would like some music or something in this actual battle here. There's literally nothing. It's just sound effects. I'm going to go ahead and say that I do not like this. I would very much wish that there's some sort of, I don't know, battle music here. I mean, obviously, I am listening to actual Spotify or something most of the time when I'm playing this, but the fact that there's just silence here makes it kind of weird for the videos. So I would like Plarium to put in some music here, please and thank you. Let's put this on auto again. Should be fine. Okay, and we can go ahead and do this. Okay. So, first match, really easy. Second match, okay, I like that the teams get saved. I had to put in all my characters before, but the teams get saved, so you can kind of like take one person out and like sub people out pretty easily. So, that's very nice. Alright, once again, put it on auto. These teams aren't very strong. We're going to, this is kind of like I said, my first 5 battles. We're probably going to do like a silver push, gold push. When I see things get a little bit more difficult, I'll probably do like a longer 20-30 minute video of just battles with something a little bit more challenging. But I feel like that won't happen until I make it to gold. Okay. That last team's actually nice. I'm using Solus right now as a provoke, kind of like Molly. But like I said, I want to eventually build Solus for damage, have him not do as much damage and just have a lot of speed and accuracy, and then have him debuff first, and then Solus go second and or third and provoke, and do a good amount of damage, plus put up the shield. I think that's going to work really nicely. I just don't have it set up yet. All right, and what do we got here? I feel bad. These teams are all like very beginner, and I'm kind of like I'm using 3 teams of 4 legendaries. Just kind of, yeah, I feel bad. I feel bad smacking these people up. But I mean, I gotta climb out, so I can't do anything about it. I have to beat them up for now. But yeah, this team I'm not worried about right here. I mean, I get into platinum all the time with that team. I just don't actually hang out in there because I keep a one-man defense because I'm still farming gold tokens. These other teams, though, I've never really used together, so I'm wondering how they're going to work when I have them fully set up. All right, last. Ooh, 332k. I think this is the strongest team so far. That Roche is pretty fast, but his booster should be faster though. A lot of CC on this team. I really like it. With Torment and Mashallah together. Okay. Alright, so that's the first 5. Now, if we go ahead and refresh for 15, that's not that bad. The next one's 40. Ooh, okay. All right, let's see what we got here. I want to clear the page and see if I get any sort of stronger opponents, or is it going to keep me in like, or is everyone in just in bronze going to be like this because everyone's already advanced because they were waiting to do this arena stuff at reset a day ago. Also, I can always put, since seeing as I have two spirit damage dealers in that second team, I might have to put Mountain King in there because I want to make sure that I'm not countered by a magic team. I mean, I could also put Ray in there. I could put Ray in that team and put Mashalette in this team. That would probably work. Alright. This is actually going to be the first time I can't auto. I don't auto against Tormund because I don't want to get frozen. So I just do it like this, and then I kill him, and then now I can put it on auto. And see, this team too has two magic damage dealers. So I could have actually put in Mountain King instead of Trunda. But definitely make sure that you guys are paying attention to that. If you're not overpowered, if you're not overpowering the teams, you need to pay attention to what elements they're using. Because if you're weak hitting, you're not going to be able to beat them. So make sure to pay attention to that. This is obviously advice for players who are struggling. Okay, and this is auto. I mean, Solas is built just for defense, and he's actually doing a decent amount of damage. He has literally no damage built on him at all, and he's not doing bad. And he's doing that provoke, which is really what I wanted for the most. Okay. I also have a Foley that I would like to build. I also have a Synthalia. I'm just actually looking for an accuracy chess piece for her. I definitely have some decent champions. I'm just going to auto it, even though we can't provoke Foley. I'm not really worried about it. Yeah, if you're facing strong Foleys, do not try to provoke him. Do not. He will one-shot your whole team. Happens to me all the time. I leave it on auto. I'm just kind of like farming off screen. I'm just not paying attention to him really facing because I'm just farming tokens, and I'll come across a good Foley, and I'll get one-shotted. And the thing is, sometimes I won't even pay attention, and I'll try to fight it again because I'm like, oh, I lost to this team. Like, what? No, I didn't. And I'll try to fight it again, meaning to actually manual at the beginning, but I'm just so used to clicking auto. I click auto, and Molly provokes, and I'm like, oh my god, I just lost again. I did that yesterday. I lost to the same team twice because I clicked it on auto, and Foley killed me. All right. Last team of the page here. I like this whole 3v3 arena. I really do. I just wish that it was... I think I would have been happier with it if it was 3 members of the team. So you got same thing, tag team, but just changing it up a little bit would have been cool. Because this way people kind of just already have teams set up that they've been using, or all the champions, like all these champions I've used in arena. before. So, like, I know how they function and all that stuff. But having 3 players or 3 champions in one team instead of 4, I think would change things a little bit. Because not everyone has. Like, obviously, still Sifty, Rotos, and, like, Arbiter would be awesome. But not everyone has 3 of those. So. Alright, so we cleared it up. It looks like we're still going against some weaker teams here. Alright, so I went ahead and did another 20 battles after doing my first 5. I won all of those battles. And I also had somebody attack me on defense. One person lost 2 battles, one person lost a battle. This is honestly something that this is one of the things that I don't like. And that is that you seem to lose a lot of points on offense if you actually lose a battle. So for this guy right here, he didn't really, he ended up gaining 10 points. He lost 10, he gained 10. But with this guy right here, he won 1 battle but lost 2. I mean, the fact that I'm gaining 14 per win here, and it looks like I was going against, like, this opponent was a little bit weaker. I'm sure he didn't have 550k power across all 3 teams. So this just seems, I don't know, I feel like the point system isn't done right. Also, as you see, I won all my battles. You can only see the last 5, but if you come up here, it is now costing me 70. So the first initial cost to refresh is 15, then it goes to 40, 50, 60, and it goes up by 10 up to 100. There's no limit to what you can refresh once it reaches 100. At least that's what I've been told. I don't know 100%, and I'm definitely not going there. I'm not going to use the gems to get there myself. I'm going to go ahead and say that this whole new mode here is Mega Kraken Whale content creator only. As I have learned, see this bar right here? Technically, you would think, right, that if you are ranked up over here, if you're in this 3rd bar, that you're going to get ranked up to bronze too. But that's not the case. And if you saw earlier, the points were at 2,500, like 30 or something, so it went almost 100 points up in a day. The reason why this is bad is, if you remember from earlier when I was saying that right here, it reads that, let's see. Okay, so there's no upper limit to the points a player can earn in each tier. So only the best performing players, which means a small percentage of players with the most points, will get promoted. The motion works the same way. So what you're telling me here, is what they are telling us, is that pretty much you need to be a mega whale and continue pushing for maximum points. It doesn't matter whether you have a 100% win rate or not. It matters how many wins you have, and therefore having more points, which is acquired by whaling out and spending a ridiculous amount of gems for no rewards. And yes, you might think, oh, we're getting those gold 4 rewards that looked great, but with this system, with only one, or I mean with somebody getting promoted, or with certain people getting promoted every week, it's going to take 12 weeks to get to gold 4. So are they telling us that we are expected to battle each other, completely whale out for no rewards, to get some measly rewards at the end? Because the amount of gems you're actually going to spend to get to gold 4 is going to be insane. And on top of that, the rewards are not that great for those gems or whatever you're going to spend. And even if those rewards were awesome, I still think that some sort of rewards, some sort of tokens, or the currency that we're going to use in the bazaar needs to be given to us for every single battle that we are doing. It doesn't make sense to completely whale out just to make it to gold 4, so then you can continue whaling out to compete to stay in gold 4. I mean, yes, the bazaar is probably going to be, as you see here, you're going to be able to make purchases depending on what rank you are. At least that's what it seems like. But overall, I think this was very, very poorly done. I didn't play Classic WoW, but I've definitely heard all about it, and this sounds very similar to the way Classic WoW did PvP, which is considered the worst possible system for PvP in all of MMOs to date. Or at least one of the worst. I know that if people who have played Classic WoW are going to be 100% with me on this, I went and looked up some videos on what it was like, people complaining about it in the past, and I've played modern WoW, so I know what it's supposed to be like and what it was like. And man, it's not done well. It's not done well. It needs some sort of a change, or else literally we're gonna have like 15 players in Gold 4, because I don't know if they understand that they don't have like they have like 10 million downloads, but there's not 10 million people playing this game. There's probably not even a million people playing this game. So I don't know. I feel like it was done very, very poorly. I was very, very excited about it. And now at the end here, I'm kind of like, I'm only going to do this arena so that way I can do content on it, so I can keep you guys informed on how awful this is going to be. Plarium gives me some gems weekly, and I'm going to use those gems to refresh my arena to try to make it to Gold 4 and see where I get stuck. But I mean, my teams are pretty good. They're going to get even better. As you see here on defense, I lost, like one of my teams won against a platinum player. So the fact that one of my teams, and this is my secondary team, even won means that they're pretty good. And like I said, they're not tuned yet. They're not set up. I kind of just threw in some of my good PvP characters that I have somewhat built. So I don't know. I feel like with like RTZ or T-Swift and Murder Inc. and all the other bigger content creators, and then all the other whale platinum players, they're going to get to Gold 4 and they're going to be competing against each other, and the rest of the player base is just going to get left in the dust, and it's going to take a really, really long time to rank up. So I hope that this is changed, and because I hope that this is actually going to get changed, I recommend to everyone to not whale out. If you are not already a huge whale, do not spend extra money whaling out on this. There's actually better ways for you to spend your money in Raid. Do not spend your money on this arena. Don't actually put too much effort into it, because I think that it's not worth it at the end. At the end of the day, it's not worth it, because you're not going to be able to compete at the top level, and that's honestly what everyone wants, is to compete at the top level. And 99% of the player base is not going to be able to compete, which is once again same sort of content like Platinum Arena. I don't agree with it. I think it's super, super Kraken Wars. I just completely don't like the way it was done, and I'm sorry to go so long about it, but it's like I really don't know what else to say, and I wanted to make sure to tell you guys that it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. With that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I think that's gonna do it for today. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.